What's going on, everybody? It is the Flashpoint Sports on Heat Ratio Network or Sports Network. And man, we got a big show today, man. We got a lot to get into. You see, we ain't got no intro video today, man, because we got a lot of research. Man, I've been researching all day, trying to get these top 20s together and all that, man. So, hey, how you feeling today?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. You know, good sports weekend, man. You know, you got my boys, UNC. They starting off on Saturday, and then you know the big finale. You got the squad, man. So feeling real good, man.
Oh man, you know what? I'm gonna let you have your moment today, man. I'm gonna let you go ahead and have it. You know what? Congrats to making it there, man. I ain't got no horse in the fight, so I'm just gonna rock out, man. I don't care who wins. I just want it to be a good game. You know. Yeah. So we titled this one Billy Goat Gruff versus Baby Goat. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be real interesting how this game go down, man. We just gonna start there, man. It's Super Bowl 55 in Tampa Bay. It's a home game for the Buccaneers, a team that wasn't even nowhere in the conversation last year. I didn't even know they still had a team in Tampa Bay, to be honest with you, with Jameis throwing out them picks last year. So, man, I know this is normal for y'all. Y'all been there, getting there the last couple of years, at least, scraping the surface. So, I mean, as a Chiefs fan, how you feel about tomorrow's game, man? Well, Sunday's game.
Man, it's still shocking to me, man. To be 2 years in a row. It's like, but it's kind of like, I'm trying to stay humble because it's like, dang, like we really winning. I'd be thinking like, man, nobody can beat us.
Whoa, hey, chill.
But I'm trying to stay humble. But when the games come on, I be watching it, like, be in it, screaming at the TV and all that. But after we get the win, I'll be like, can anybody beat us? But I need to stay humble,
Definitely need to stay humble.
Playing Tom Brady, he's the GOAT for right now. So it's gonna be a good one, man. I see it being a good one, man.
So what's up, Andre? What's up, Heat Ratio guys? So when you guys start following in, man, let us know you on here. We'll start posting your comments. And for me, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It's for me personally, I'm gonna take Tom Brady. I know it's hard to bet against him, man. It's a home game. There's a lot of things. I mean, he's a 3-point underdog, which ain't a whole lot of points for real, but. He's a 3-point underdog, and at the end of the day, I think this is his swan song, man. To be real with you, I think Tom Brady's gonna go out. If he wins this game, I think he's gonna go out on top. I think he will have nothing else to prove. He's already silenced the haters about the whole Belichick situation. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, I wanted to say this to kind of. I know everybody's been talking about, Brady and Mahomes. That's the bigger story in this thing. But are we not going to talk? And as a Steelers fan, this is going to hurt my feelings to say this. But are we not going to talk about the Killer Bees and how they broke up and the other two dudes in the championship and Big Ben is somewhere at the crib watching the game? I mean, it's a little ironic. They said, he said these two dudes were very, volatile. They couldn't win. They didn't know how to win. And now they go off, to their prospective teams and they ended up winning the whole thing. Like, to me, it's crazy because I don't want to ever, be sitting at home watching somebody that I just bashed and said that I was better than, and I'm at the crib and they doing all this stuff.
Yeah, you started off 11-0, and then it's like,
yeah, it's you doing all this stuff. As a Steelers fan, I'm hurt. I'm truly hurt, but at the same time, I'm ready for some football because we're rebuilding. For every Steelers fan that's out here in the world, if you're a Steelers fan, you just started a process of rebuilding. And this is what it looks like. It's ugly. It doesn't feel good. Next year, we'll have our defense back, we'll have our defense back. So that'll be a plus going forward. But back on this game, man, it's star-studded, dude. It stars everywhere. Everywhere. It stars in every single position. Like, if you want to look for something, it stars there. You got, everybody's talking about Mahomes and Brady. And, those guys are great. But look at the people around them. That's crazy, dog. Like
crazy.
Tyreek Hill, Kelsey, Hardman, my boy Sammy. You know what I'm saying? Sammy. So
Clyde Edwards.
it's to me, man. It's a lot of dudes. It's a lot of dudes. Le'Veon Bell over there. I didn't forgot about him. Le'Veon Bell on that team. Then you go Brady side. Brady got Gronk. He got the normal suspects. He got Mike Evans. He got what's the little Godwin. Antonio Brown. He got some
Millen.
Leonard Fournette,
Ronald Jones.
Yeah, this game is star-studded. Like we really
think about defense. We ain't even talking about the defense. They so about the offense.
But defense. You got Jones on Kansas City side, and you got
Tyrann Mathieu, Frank Clark,
Honey Badger,
Shaquille, Devontae David, the man from LSU.
I like my personal opinion. My personal guy, man. I'm saying this now, but I'm gonna come back to this in a minute. It's Pierre Paul. I like that.
Yeah, Jason Pierre Paul.
I like that dude, man. He Sue. Like that's what I'm saying, dude. Like this game, it's stacking up on paper to be a heavyweight fight. It's like Sonny Liston, Muhammad Ali. It's stacking up to be all this stuff. And we always be talking about this stuff. We always say, "Oh, we want a good game, Well, we might get one. We might get one of the best Super Bowls of all time. And what better way to go out for Tom Brady? What better way to go out? I mean, even if you lose, what's the better way to go out than going out with going against the young buck, passing over the torch, or telling the young buck, "Hey man, you ain't ready yet. I'm back. I'm back." So at the end of the day, I think we all winners. We all gonna be winners in this thing. But I got to get to you for this right here. So this is my, we always do this X Factor thing, man. When we got a big game, we always do the X Factor to find out, how everybody's feeling about the X Factors. So who is your X Factor for this particular game?
Yeah, I'm gonna X Factor. I'm gonna go Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I'm gonna go with our running back because they're gonna be focused on us to run the ball. I mean, they're gonna be focused on us to pass the ball. And I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I got Clyde going over 100, man. I got him going over 100 rushing yards.
Oh man!
I got Clyde going over 100.
I'm writing that down. Greater than 100 for Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I don't know if that's a bet in Vegas. But if it is, then you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Oh, that thing ugly. I see what you're saying though, Andre. I see what you're saying. You know what I'm saying?
It is crazy.
You got you already beat it 1-1. Now you get a chance to win 1-1. You also got AB as an X Factor. So my X Factor for this game, guys.
He might not play. So I don't even know what he talking about.
Hey, man, whoa, watch him out, dog.
He questionable right now.
Questionably gonna play. That's what he's questionably gonna be in the game and do something. He's questionable to score a touchdown, but he gonna play. Any competitor in this game is gonna play, even if they gotta carry you across the half field line. You gonna play. So my X Factor is Pierre Paul, man. Pierre Paul. I think he does. I think he is a game breaker, and it's kind of like he's got the potential to where he needs to be doubled. And if you have to double him, it's gonna create a lot of mismatches. But on the opposite side of the ball, the X Factor for Kansas City is Jones. I think that the defensive players are going to be the X Factors in this game, only because we've talked is the offense. We've been so focused on the offense. And, Andre made us a good point, man. It's a Super Bowl, bro. Like, let's see. Would you play, bro? If they say, you got a broke leg, but it's a Super Bowl, you playing, bro?
Man, I can't play. If the doctors say I can't play, they ain't going to let me play.
Man, you better hush, bro. You going to play in that game. I don't care. Even if it's like Michael Jordan in a flu game, you going to play.
Yeah, I feel you. He should play.
Oh, man.
I like that. And I got Brady with 3 picks in the game.
Ooh,
3 picks.
3 picks?
3 picks.
He's done it.
On all 3 of them. Field goal or touchdown. We are not Green Bay.
Oh, man. You better than Rodgers? That's what you're saying?
I'm not Green Bay.
But are you saying you better than Rodgers? Is that what you're saying?
I didn't say this season he had a better season, but right now Patrick Mahomes is the best player in the NFL.
Ooh, hot take. Write that down. Hot take. Mahomes is the best player in the league. All right, man. We not gonna kill y'all because we know we promised y'all something, man. We promised y'all the top 20 players in the NFL since the 90s.
I had a quick one though for you though. I know we were talking about X factors, but I want to know your key for each team to win. I want what's the key?
So for me, my keys for the game for both teams, one is all about controlling the turnover margin. Whoever turns the ball over more will lose the game. That's just, I mean, that's a general rule of thumb. But in Andre's defense, if Patrick Mahomes fumbles the ball trying to do too much, he's very elusive. He can do things that we never seen done before, like the under the arm passes, the behind the backs, under screen throwing without looking and stuff. Like that's all great and good. But I think for this particular game, I think you need to leave that shit at home. I think
Patty, do what you do, but do what you do, Patty.
I know, I feel you. I get what you're saying, but bro, like right now in this game, this is not a game that you can like mess around and throw the ball over the field. You really ball security is everything. Because the thing about Tom Brady is Tom Brady capitalizes on mistakes. It's like he smelled blood in the water. He like a shark. Now, flip side of that, Brady can't throw 3 interceptions like he did against Rodgers. That's being real. He can't do that. Because Patrick Mahomes is the same type of dude. They actually the same dude. Like, really. They really based around the same type of person. They both got that killer instinct. So, once they smell that chum in the water, man, it ain't no telling what's going to happen. It ain't no telling. Anything can happen at that point. So, looking at it from that perspective and looking at it from a perspective of a person that don't got a dog in the fight, turnovers are going to be everything. I promise you.
So that's your keys. So that's your keys for both teams.
What about you?
So my keys for Kansas City. My keys are for that O-line. My keys are for the O-line because we got 2 big injuries on the O-line.
Okay.
So the backups have to step up. They was talking about earlier how Mike Rimmer, he coming in for Fisher. They was talking about how he was on the Carolina Panthers team. He was playing the side Von Miller was playing. Von Miller was disrupting Carolina that whole game. I think did he get MVP that game? Did he win the MVP? I think he won the Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah, he did show up and play crazy.
Yeah, I think he won MVP. So yeah, they're gonna have to step up and for Tampa Bay, it's gonna have to be their DBs. You seen what we did to them last game. They was dealing with some injuries, but I think all the boys coming back, they playing. But it's gonna come to their DBs. Cause you could say Pierre Paul and Shaquille Barrett and them boys can get the Mahomes and blitz, but he's number 1 in the league in quarterback rating when it comes to the blitz. So you can do all that, but he gonna still get the ball. It's gonna come to those DBs that they can slow us down. If they can not show what they did last game against us when Tyreek went for 200 in the first quarter on them. So that's the keys. That's the keys for me teams.
Shout out to Tyreek Hill, man. Not only shout out because I had him for fantasy and he definitely showed up. He had like 60 points that game. Well, I had like 300 points in fantasy. That joke was crazy. Yeah, because I had him and Deshaun Watson that same week and they both went off. So, yeah. So, man, shout out to Deontay, man. Deontay, what's up, man? Al, thanks for checking in. Man,
what's up?
Al on here acting crazy. He's going to probably say something crazy in a little bit, so we got to watch him. So we got the top 20 players of the night from the 90s to now. And I got through this, but I'm going to tell you, I'm going to go ahead and be honest with everybody. I know I missed some people because once you get only 20 players, you got to really be selective of who you put in there. I tried to tried to be as inclusive as I could, but man, some people just missing. And if y'all see anybody I miss and y'all want to add somebody, you can add them in the comments. And we'll also toss them names around as well. So I'm gonna go first because my list is a little. We probably got some of the same people to be honest. Okay. But let me jump into it. So for quarterbacks, I got Aaron Rodgers and Brady. I know I got them. I got dang, that's gonna hurt me to say. I got Adrian Peterson, Barry Sanders, and Jerome Bettis. I put a fullback in it, but if I take a fullback out, I got one more space. But I put Mike Allscott because I loved him growing up. I thought he was a big at fullback. Tight end, I got Shannon Sharp, Jason Kelsey, and I had another one, but I would stretch them out, and he might come up later on. I got receivers. I got Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, and Terrell Owens for my three receivers. Defensive line guys, I got Randall, old school Randall from the Raiders. I got Warren Sapp, Ndamukong Suh, and I got TJ Watt. So I try to hit one of each era. I don't know if I got everybody, but whatever. Then I got linebackers. I got Ray Lewis, James Harrison, Suggs, and Darnold.
Okay.
And I know I'm missing some people. I got Ed Reed and Deion Sanders at corners. And I know I'm missing somebody. I know I'm missing some people. So before y'all jump on my neck, we missing some people. You only had 20 spots. So it's my preference. That don't mean that they the guys. You know what I'm saying? So who you got?
So the quarterbacks I went with Tom, Mahomes, and Vic.
Okay.
Running backs, I got Barry Sanders, Adrian Peterson. And fullback, he played both. So I had to throw a fullback, like running back. So I got Jerome Bettis.
True.
Wide receivers, I got Moss and Rice. Tight end, you could say I'm being biased, but me watching or what I've seen is Travis Kelce. D ends, I got Bruce Smith, Reggie White.
Ooh, that's a big one. I missed him.
D tackles, I got Warren Sapp and Aaron Donald. Linebackers, I got Ray Lewis, LT. DBs, corners, I got Deion Sanders, Charles Woodson. Safeties, I got Reed and Barry. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And I had to throw in somebody I thought was special, man. The kickoff returns. I gotta throw up Dante Hall.
Ooh, that is a big one. I forgot all about him. See, now you got me wanting to change something because I want to take my darn fullback out. I want to put in Brian Dawkins, man. Brian Dawkins.
Yeah, man. If we had more players, I was gonna throw Brian Dawkins. I counted him earlier, but I was like, we only got 20.
Dang, man. Yeah, we got to do it again, man. Maybe we'll break it down into decades next time, and we'll get a lot more players in, man.
Yeah.
If we missed anybody, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all throw y'all little top 5 in or something like.
Yeah,
you can throw your little top 5 or something. Throw a little quick list together for us.
Make it interesting. Put in top 5 people we missed. I know I missed Brian Dawkins. I feel bad because I'm in Philly, so I feel bad about that one. So I missed him. I missed out on Reggie White too. I was a big Reggie White fan, so I shouldn't have missed him. And LT broke my man leg, so I didn't put him into it just because he broke my leg like that. So I didn't put him in. But yeah, man, that was dope, man. That was fun. I didn't think it was gonna be that fun making the little list. So now this your chance now. So you got to go through your top 20. I need you to give me your top 5 out your top 20.
My top 5 out of my top 20. Woo! I gotta go. Brady. I'm gonna just keep that at quarterback. No Mahomes. He will take over, but I got Tom right now.
Okay, Tom.
Got Barry Sanders. I got Moss over Rice, so I got 3. I'm gonna say. Ooh, God. I'm gonna say LT and Bruce Smith.
Okay, so I'm gonna go Brady, Barry Sanders. Man, it's gonna Jerry Rice, Randy Moss. Oh, this is gonna hurt me to do this, man. I don't want to do this. This is gonna hurt so bad to do this. And Ray Lewis. I'm not throwing Showtime in it only because I want to put Showtime in it, but I gotta put Randy Moss in there, man. Randy Moss was a generational talent, man. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't leave him and Jerry Rice out, man. I just can't. And the crazy thing about it, Jerry Rice and Jerry Rice and Deion Sanders had all them battles, man. So, I got kind of some of that to go to, and I always kind of pull for Jerry Rice anyway over Deion Sanders, but that's just my personal opinion. All right, man. So
what is that? Why though? Is that like a Florida State Clemson type thing?
Nah, bro, because I should have put Brian Dawkins is a Clemson guy. I didn't put him in there because of that.
No, I was saying why you choose Jerry over?
I just like Jerry, bro. I play receiver. I love Jerry.
Because it's a Florida State type.
No, it ain't no beef. No, it's not beef. I just like Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice is arguably the best receiver of all time. Easy. Like, it's not even. It's like him and Randy. And that's it. Like, I don't really see nobody else.
It's cool, man. He the only one that. He the only one. He stood up at the hill. It was like, he stood down at the hill at Clemson and told them to bring it or something like that.
Hey, man, come on, bro.
Deion do that?
Yeah, whatever, bro. Like, just keep on moving, bro. A lot of guys. I got Warren Sapp in there. He from Miami. You know what I'm saying? I got some guys in there. I ain't biased, and plus most of our players didn't really hit till later on in the league.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
We got some guys in there, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna mess up the integrity of the whole thing by being nasty about it. All right, so if y'all can see that, man, I'm gonna try to make it a little easier to see. All right, but y'all know this week is the Tobacco Road rivalry, Duke and UNC. So we decided to make a top 10 instead of top 20. So we made a top 10, and we know that everybody's really big on this rivalry normally. But
I might go over 10, man. I might just have to give you my top players. I think it's not gonna be 20, but it might be 12.
Okay.
But I'm gonna just Reggie White, Deion Sanders. Ooh, I was gonna put Revis.
Yeah, Revis. Revis is a beast. No, we can go out there. I forgot Junior Seau. I forgot a lot of dudes, man. There's a lot of people I'm missing in my list.
Derrick Brooks.
Yeah, we got to do maybe top 20.
Derrick Thomas. Like, man.
We can do top 20 offense, top 20 defense, and that probably make it better.
Yeah.
All right. Let me see. All right, so real quick. So let's do your we'll do your UNC, Duke. Give me your top whatever. It don't matter how long, because I only got 10, so I ain't want to go all into the details.
Okay, so my top players, man. I'm gonna start with point guard.
Are you going out the dome?
Yeah, I mean, Duke. Yeah, this is Duke UNC. I know the players, bro.
Okay, no shade. I'm just saying, man.
So, man, I'm gonna give you start off with my point guards, man. I'm gonna give you Ed Coleman, Kyrie. I can't even say, man. I know we're not talking. If we talking about all time, like what they did in the NBA too. I mean, I'm gonna have to do it. We can say what they did in college, but I'm gonna just say overall what they did, like career wise, NBA. So I gotta go Kyrie. He didn't play. I wish he would have played. I think he would have been good without that injury. I gotta go Jay Will.
Okay.
Shooting guards. I gotta go Jordan. I gotta go Vince.
Okay.
Then we go up to small forward. I gotta go Grant Hill. I gotta go Tatum because I think he's gonna be. I think he's special. He's the best player I think to come out of Duke. To be honest, besides him and Kyrie, I think they probably the best players to come out of Duke.
Okay. All right.
Power forwards. I gotta go Antoine Jameson, James Worthy.
If you miss this person, I'm gonna be pissed off, and I know you're gonna miss him because I can tell how you already going.
You said what happened?
You're gonna miss this person, and I know you're gonna miss him because I already see how you going. You already doing this list. I know you're gonna miss this guy.
Nah, so I'm gonna go with Christian Laettner because he was special at Duke.
Mm-hmm.
I said James Worthy, right?
Yep.
Centers. I gotta go Brad Doherty and Psycho T. Tyler Hansberg.
Okay. So you ready for my list?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm about to kill your list because first of all, you missed a major guy on UNC, and I'm gonna be you gonna hate yourself when you miss him. You missed Jerry Stackhouse, you missed Rasheed Wallace, you missed Vince Carter, you missed Michael. Well, you
ain't miss Vince.
Okay, you didn't miss Vince, but you got Michael Jordan, and I got Kenny Smith. Kenny Smith is a sleeper at the PG position.
Okay. All right?
Now check my list. I didn't break it down for Duke because you know what I'm saying. I know these guys. So
Yeah.
JJ Redick, Grant Hill, Jay Will, Tatum, Leitner, Elton Brand, and Zion.
Okay,
And I'm gonna rock it just like that because at the end of the day, I can't put Kyrie in the list because he really didn't play for real. I can't put him in there. I'm not gonna put him in there. And plus, I'm not even a Kyrie fan in general. I think dude's a head case. But you know, it's neither here nor there. You know, we can talk about that later. But since we got the list out the way, let's go into something that we really want to talk about. So let's talk about why the teams are so down this year. Like, what's going on, bro?
I can't put my head to it. I can't. They have the talent when it comes to high school talent, you know, but it's just not transferring over. I mean, they was the top teams when it comes to recruiting last year. Mm-hmm. It's just not transferring over. I'm looking at like Caleb Love. He was like top 3-point guard, top 4-point guard coming in the league. And he ain't even scoring over 10 points a game.
It's ugly, man.
The big man we got, they not playing. I mean, I think we good in stealing rebounds, but they not like the old big man like Psycho T, Sean May, Hanson. Like none of them boys. I'm like, yo, they real big softies. It seemed like it, yo. Like y'all real soft.
I mean, yeah, and that's the crazy part about it is every time we start talking about this stuff with the rivalry, you know, you always got people saying, okay, well, you know, the rivalry is the rivalry this, the rivalry is that, and it's like, yeah, the rivalry is this and the rivalry is that, but the players the player and the way that these guys play has changed. So a lot of this stuff has got something to do with that. You know what I'm saying? We got some more stuff rolling in for the offense. You got, you know, Moss, Rice, Shady, Rogers, and Kelsey. So, I mean, me personally, I don't think you can do much more than that. You know, but I think he got
Shady McCoy.
No, I think he's talking about Brady. I think he meant Shady. Yeah, I know it says Shady, but I think he meant like Shady Brady. Like that's what some people refer to Brady.
No, you don't call nobody Shady Brady.
Hey, bro, I call Shady Brady, dog. Brady Ben.
Man, I ain't never heard of that.
Hey, man, listen. If you clarify your answer, then Al, we'll talk about it. But right now, I'm going with Shady Brady. And so, hey, but check this out, man. So now I'm looking at the list. Like even the last couple of years, man, Duke and North Carolina, they've been good. They've been, you know, normal. But this ain't normal. This ain't a normal year, bro. Look at the top 5 teams. Them ain't the normal top 5.
Gonzaga, Baylor,
Villanova.
I think they got Michigan in there to number 4 or something like that.
Yeah, but I expect Michigan to be back. Like I ain't gonna long. Juwan Howard is doing a phenomenal job with those guys. Jay Wright always does a good job with Villanova.
Is Iowa still on the top?
I think Iowa gonna get beat anyway. I think when the big dads come, and to be personally, honestly, to the way they're gonna do it, the way they said they're gonna do the whole like bubble situation. Oh, he said LaShawn McCoy.
Yeah, I told you, Shady McCoy. He was nice with the Bills, though. I mean, he ain't
I think he got a little bias in there because he played for Philly too. I think he got a little bias in there, but
okay,
you know. But me personally, I'm gonna throw it out there. I am telling you, this is gonna be must-see TV. This whole bubble bracketology stuff, bro, it's gonna be no distractions for these guys. And everybody's talking about Duke, North Carolina, and the normal suspects. They not ready right now, bro. By the time that tournament come around,
if they get in it,
yeah,
Roy gonna have them right.
I mean, look at it. He gonna
It's the experience, man. It's the experience. Yeah, I got Shady going to the Hall of Fame. Not first ballot, but I got him going.
I mean, he gonna go, but I can't put him over Barry Sanders.
I mean, of course not, man. I really don't know why he picked Shady McCoy. I mean, I just said
I'm biased, bro. He got that Eagles bias, man.
You could have picked Sproles or somebody or
I mean, I gotta, I don't know. I think honestly, he might have been one of the better ones
to come out of Philly running back was. Yeah.
I think he's probably one of the better ones, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he not lying about that. But we said all time, so I don't know. This might just be our list. You know what I'm saying? Don't, hey guys, if you're looking at this is not our list. Al, that's all you, bro. It's all you. Nah, but just back on the Tar Heel stuff, man. Like I've never seen a year that like this game come around. I'm not trying to make a bet with one of y'all. Like, oh, let's bet up and see who's gonna win this game. Like nobody cares.
Yo, no, they said like nobody has been ranked since the night. Like them two teams, at least one has came ranked since 1960.
Yeah,
that's crazy. 1960.
Yeah. One team is ranked in the top 25 at least once. And this is the testament to what kind of crazy year it's been, dog. Like it's just been a crazy year. Like I'm not saying that Gonzaga's not for real because I'm not gonna say that. Gonzaga has been making a considerable push every year. And somebody asked what happened to Nova the other night.
I think they did get upset, but it's like it's like upsets been happening every year. Like this whole year.
But see, the also thing you got to think about with these teams getting upset is that a lot of this stuff is because there's no fans. Like going into Cameron Indoor or going into Chapel Hill, like those crowds make a big difference. Like all the different places that usually have like raucous crowds that really propel them to win, like they're not there anymore. Like nobody's afraid to go into Cameron now. Like nobody's scared to go play against Duke at Cameron because there ain't no crazies in there. It's just random people. Yeah. It's like 3 or 4 parents in there, or whatever. Like that's the situation. Like that's what's making sports.
That's why I think we win tomorrow. Easy. I think we get the win.
I mean, it's not a regular home game. I mean, do you still have 30? Is it? They said 30,000. They said 30,000 people. They said
they gonna have fans.
Yeah.
No, Duke and UNC. I'm talking about.
I'm talking about the Super Bowl.
Oh no, I'm talking about Duke and UNC. I'm saying I got UNC.
We don't care about this game for real, bro.
Man, I care about it, bro. You be talking all this. You talk about all this Duke stuff. You're not like, if you don't care about it, you're really not a Duke fan. Like, bro. But I understand you Clemson.
Bro, I'm like Duke more than I like Clemson in basketball.
No, because if you like them more, you would be excited. I don't care if it's unranked. This is Duke and UNC.
Bro, I'm telling you, this game means absolutely nothing. Like, I mean,
it means something
to you.
It's a rivalry.
Listen,
if Michigan and Ohio State football was not ranked, it would mean something to the fans. You know it. You know that.
It don't, man. Just like
if Michigan and Ohio State wasn't ranked, you telling me right now in football, if Michigan and Ohio State wasn't ranked to the fans, it wouldn't mean nothing?
It may, but that's just your own like illusion. Like that's your own delusion. Because Check this out. So we have played Carolina at Clemson. We have played Carolina every year for the last 10 years, and we have pretty much owned them for the last 10 years. And
who?
Carolina and Clemson for football. We have pretty much.
Oh, okay. I thought you
at this point in the game, bro, I don't even get up for when we play them. I don't even care about watching the game. Last year, I didn't even watch it. I knew they was gonna wear them out. At some point, the game, if it stops being competitive and the teams have nothing to play for, it loses its competitive.
They have bragging rights, and that's what rivalries come down to. Bragging rights.
Listen,
you know that
tomorrow I'm not going to text you. I'm not going to call you, win or lose.
I know, but I'm telling you, stop. Like, man, let's keep it real. Clemson and South Carolina, none of them ranked football. You're not going to be in front of that TV,
bro. I'm just telling you, I'm not watching it. Like I haven't been watching it.
I'm asking you a question. If Clemson and South Carolina was unranked in football and they played, you're not going to be in front of that TV?
It depends, man. What else I got to do on Saturday?
You're going to be in front of that TV, man. Stop
not
playing.
necessarily. I'm being real. You want me to be real? I'm going to be real with you. When the teams don't play well for nothing, I have no, like, okay, for example, let's say I was a Michigan fan and we ain't beat y'all in a long time. There's no fun in making the bet because all you're going to do is keep taking my money.
Yeah, I mean, as our friend Banks, he know about that.
Oh, Banks, if you don't follow us because talking noise.
You know about me taking this money, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's my personal opinion about this whole thing. Is a rivalry. The only way you can have a rivalry is you guys have to go back and forth. If nobody's going back and forth, it no longer counts as a rivalry. It counts as a game on the schedule that you know you're gonna win. You don't
so Duke and UNC is a rivalry.
Not this year, bro. It's not.
I said go back and forth.
Bro, go back and forth, but nobody cares who wins this year. No, it don't matter.
I care, bro.
Well, I care. Then don't text me tomorrow if you win or you lose, because I promise you will not get a response from me.
I mean, yeah, because you're not a real Duke fan, bro. It's okay.
I mean, I'm a real Duke fan. I just know what's real. Like, this year's a wash, bro. Like, let's be real. This year's a wash. We're getting ready we're recruiting already for next year. Okay? And then other news, man, I got some really good news, man, for some people that's in South Carolina, in my hometown. They're gonna have Amani Bates and Mikey Williams playing. They're playing I don't know if it's an exhibition game or a season game.
Yeah,
you know they're the top two guys in high school right now for basketball.
They're in South Carolina. One team is in South Carolina. Both.
No, I think Mikey Williams in North Carolina, but for whatever reason they're playing the game in South Carolina. And mine
is like an exhibition tournament type joint.
It's only just them playing though.
Okay.
So yeah, if you like lucky enough to know where Bob Jones University is, they're gonna be playing at Bob Jones. I don't know how many.
It's gonna be on ESPN.
I mean, I would assume that it would be because the two guys, the caliber of the players that's playing. So I mean, don't quote me right now as far as like that's gonna be on ESPN, but I know they're playing. It's on the 6th. Tomorrow's the 6th, right?
Yeah, that's on the 6th.
They play the 6th. Imani Bates and Mikey Williams, two best players in high school right now, in my opinion. Imani Bates is a I would say he like a combo guard, but he long and he like to me he actually like a stretch guard. So if you're looking for a good, college 9 pro game to watch, and you want to see two phenoms kind of go at it, that's gonna be the game to kind of go check out if it's on TV or you can watch it. Or if you're in South Carolina, maybe they still got some tickets left and you can get in there. But I assume that game gonna be sold out. Well, as far as sold out as they can do, with the social distancing. So Imani Bates and Mikey Williams. One more thing, man. I got
Lake Norman comments. Is this year's schedule? Because they trash.
Who Imani Bates them?
Lake Norman.
Don't get me the line.
They're 2-7.
I mean, they didn't play the condensed season. And a lot of people they didn't play, so you gotta think about this. Might be their first game having everybody there.
Right.
If you playing in Lake Norman, it's in North Carolina, right?
Got to make sure I'm looking at the right thing because it say Lake Norman Wildcats.
You got to check it out, man. I ain't look up all the information about it, but if you guys, when y'all get off here, if you want to go look up these two guys, they on there. I got one more thing to hit you with before we get off here, though.
Okay.
I didn't put you up on games. I wanted to surprise you. I wanted to see what your honest opinion is on this stuff. I don't want nothing wrote down. All right, man. So we know that my man was two. We got to talk about two quarterback situations. One being the Deshaun Watson situation again, because that's still a soap opera. They can't get their stuff together. And there's been some talk from your boy Brett Favre again. He been talking big talk again, saying that with Deshaun Watson making so much money, he shouldn't have nothing to say. Now,
I did see that. Yeah.
So we got to talk about that. So, what are your thoughts about Brett Favre continuously running his mouth now? I
mean, I don't know what he has to prove. I really don't know why all of a sudden he's all into sport. I guess, but I understand why they talk to him because, when he's, one of the top quarterbacks ever to play the game, they going to want those opinions from those quarterbacks. But, you can't speak on that man's career. Like, he wants to win. You got your Super Bowl ring. You got your ring.
Yeah.
Like, he wants to win. So you can't tell that man how he feels. So yeah, he does need to keep quiet. He shouldn't be saying nothing about Deshaun. Deshaun wants to go to a winning organization and just let that man be great. He don't care about the money. He wants to win. He's a competitor.
And I think that's what makes it more for me. I think that's what's doing more for me than anything. Oh, here we go. Here you go, Al. He said, what happened to the 3 players to watch out for in the top of the draft next season in college basketball? Actually, I got it ready. I just got to put it on the episode. So we'll probably hit it next episode. I got it ready. I just got to get the graphics and everything up for it. But as soon as I get it up there, Al, you're going to be the first. Matter of fact, let's do this. Let's bring Al on next week. You know what I'm saying? He talking about, he wanted to shut up. I think Brett Favre should shut up. I'm gonna be real with you. You weren't talking all that noise when Aaron Rodgers come and took your spot and sent you off to Minnesota. What happened? You didn't pop off there. You had nothing to say. You would just, hey, put me on the next bus and get me up out of here. For him, it was for Brett Favre, it's about the money. You know what I'm saying? These cats now, think about it. If you're Deshaun Watson and now you watching Patrick Mahomes playing his second championship, like I always say, things happen in cycles. Like Deshaun Watson time was in college. He went to two natties. You know what I'm saying? He won one. He got his chance. He had his time. But Patrick Mahomes, he kind of was feeling his way through college. He started off with, he didn't start off at Oklahoma. No, not Oklahoma, Texas.
He played Texas Tech the whole time.
Yeah. But he played there, and they wasn't that good. So honestly, to be real with you, we didn't really know a whole lot about Patrick Mahomes except that he was really talented from what the scouts had said. So then he gets there. He plays behind Alex Smith for a year, right? Am I getting it right?
Yeah.
He's behind Alex Smith. He get his shot, and ever since then, he been rolling. Deshaun Watson automatically was a phenom coming out of high school, coming out of college. He played, won a national championship. Then he went to the Texans. We all thought he was going to have a really successful year. He played decent. He came in, he got hurt, came back, rehab, came back, played just as well. He hasn't had a down year yet. He just don't have a team. On the offseason, they get rid of his best receiver. So he comes back with basically the dudes from the School of Deaf and Blind, and he still is, playing lights out. So no, he doesn't want to keep playing like that. He doesn't want to keep, and that people always say this. It's like, well, maybe people always say this about DeAndre Hopkins, and I got to dispel this right here, right now. D-Hop is a competitor, period. The dude played with 3 trash quarterbacks and still was at the top for receiving. And the thing about it is, when you play for teams like that, when you get away from them, you okay. He was okay with being traded.
Yeah.
You can tell he wasn't mad. He was like, okay, well, you want to trade me? Okay, great. Now I got a quarterback I want to play for and a coach that want to, work an offense. And he's going to do good in Arizona. So to say that Deshaun Watson is losing anything because he wants out of the crazy organization that is the Houston Texans is trash. Is he gonna play and line up if they keep him? Yes, he's gonna play because he's a professional. But
anywhere he go, he gonna play. So I mean,
it don't matter. He gonna play. It ain't about him not playing. But do you want that quarterback playing for you that don't really want to be out there? The only reason he's out there is because he gotta be. He like Marshawn Lynch. I'm only here so I don't get fined. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get it. I don't understand the whole reason of trying to get Brett Favre to say something. Brett Favre been pretty much quiet since he retired, and all of a sudden now he want to talk. He must be running out of money. That's what I'm thinking. I think he running out of money.
Yeah.
Or he's trying to get him a GM job somewhere. So, it is what it is. I think Brett Favre should shut up too, man, and I could care less about his opinion. And my next thing is, man, this week, Adam Schefter, he dropped one of the Schefter bombs on us and said that that he has a good reason to think that Carson Wentz won't be back. He doesn't want to stay in Philadelphia. We've been kind of hearing, like you said, the radio silence from Carson. We've only heard from him one time, and that wasn't about the quarterback situation or the coach situation. It was to congratulate someone else for an achievement. So, I mean, I know you're not an Eagles fan. You got your horse in another fight. But what's your thoughts about this thing, man? Do you think he really want to stay in Philly and fix it and work it out?
I'm gonna be honest. I think he want to leave. I think he was already messed up in the head. Once he got hurt, he wasn't able to get to the Super Bowl. Nick Foles got it. They got Nick Foles. What? Don't they got a statue or something like that out there?
Yeah.
Like, how you backup quarterback with a statue?
Yeah,
messing my head up. So then Jalen Hurts come in. He see Jalen Hurts. He know Jalen Hurts nice. He's nervous because he know Jalen Hurts is like that. So I think he wants to leave, and I think he's gonna go to the Colts. I think he'll go to the Colts. I think the head coach was he the offensive coordinator with him or something like that?
Yeah, Frank Rice was the offensive coordinator with the Eagles when they won the Natty.
So I think that's what's gonna happen, man. I think he's gonna think he's gonna leave Philly. I got him. I think he's gonna try to go to the Colts, man. I think that's what's gonna happen.
Man, I agree, man. I know we don't agree on a whole lot, but man, we definitely agree on that, man. I don't see if him wanting to stay. Like my thing is, when as an athlete, if somebody's saying something that's not true about you, when you get in front of a mic somewhere, you send out a message through your agent, or you know anybody at this point, anybody will interview Carson Wentz. He's that high of a topic that anybody, he gets Sal Panantonio, anybody will interview him. Hell, Adam Schefter will interview him. Like interview him to get the real story. But the fact that he's keeping it so silent, it's playing it so close to the chest, it made me feel like he waiting to find out if they get a good enough deal for him so they can trade him. And to be honest with you, if you're an Eagles fan, you probably is best to get rid of him. I mean, I don't think you should lose no sleep because, you know, when you start seeing a quarterback have regression, and he was this great quarterback to begin with, and all of a sudden he, leading the league and interceptions. The only other person that played like that is Jameis Winston, and he no longer has a job anywhere. He's the backup.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Sources say my cousin said, my friend told me, but Carson hasn't said one word, and everybody is saying that he thinks what he thinks. You know what, Al? You right. But at the same time, if it looked like a bear, it smelled like a bear, and it roar like a bear, it's probably a bear. You cannot say stuff about me in the public and me not dispel it. Even if you're going to say, man, hey, listen, the issue was messed up when Doug left, and I want to fix it, and Sirianni is on something completely different, and I want to give him a shot, then you can dispel all this stuff. You don't have to keep it. You don't have to be silent. What's the point of being silent if you really want to be somewhere? Everybody else who's played in Philly has been very vocal that they love playing in Philadelphia. Like, let's be real. Let's be 100% about it. The only people that can't make it in Philly are the people that's weak. That's just it. Donovan McNabb played all them years in Philly, no problem. Terry Owens, kind of got into it. He had a rough time.
Deshaun Vick came in.
Yeah, Mike Vick came in. He dealt with all the criticism. So to me personally, everybody that's saying this stuff about my cousin, it's a lot of truth being said around you. A lot of times when people make jokes or make assumptions. If you really don't want to leave, say you don't want to go. And we can just dead all this. They can move on to the next season, but you staying in the headlines is not you ain't doing that. Them Al, here go Al. He said he a different type of guy. He's very heavy in the church. People from church tell you the truth all the time. My grandma was heavy in church, and she'll tell you how she feels straight off the cuff. So don't give me that church stuff. Hey, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, he ain't gotta be disrespectful. Just say, hey, listen, the reports are saying, if anything, that would make me feel like he should want to tell the truth even more because he had that conviction. Like, listen, like what they're saying about me is not true. I don't want to leave Philadelphia. I want to be an Eagle till I retire. Now that's how you did that.
Yeah.
So just for me, let's say it happened to Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes, the face of the franchise. If Patrick Mahomes go, what happens? I think the whole thing come down on itself. Me personally. But the same things happen here in Philadelphia. People don't want to admit it. They don't want to say it out loud. But that's what's happened. We watched the quarterback situation crumble the team. It's just like he started playing so bad. They had some injuries. The injuries caught up with him. Just like the Steelers. Like everybody want to say this, the injuries on the defense expose our deficiencies. Like because our defense was so good at the beginning of the season with Bush and Bud Dupree and all them dudes we missing, and it started to expose our deficiencies, which was in the secondary. We started getting exposed. Like, it's just football for y'all. Here we go. Philly is big on assuming. And what is assume? And you know what assuming does. It does. So what's your take, man? I've been going about this for a minute. Man, what's your take? Do you think that they making something up or you think it's like true?
You talking to Al, right?
I'm talking to you.
I mean, if it's Adam Schefter, if Adam said, they say if Schefter and Woj say it, it's
real, bro.
It's real. I think he been speaking to somebody. Somebody got some type of source, because like I said, Schefter and Woj, if they say it, it's most likely happening, right? Like, so that's my take on it.
And apparently they getting calls on dude. They just ain't responding. They ain't trying to trade him, and that's cool. But shoot, the right trade come across to get them out of the financial and like just straight draft hell that they in for all the bad picks and stuff they didn't did the last couple of years. It almost would behoove them to try to move Carson so they could get some type of value. They don't have any value. I mean, yeah, he would probably still get your first round pick, but at the same time, like you taking a big risk on Carson Wentz if you go get him because you don't know how good his health is. We've seen him be hurt a lot. We've seen him. Now we're watching him deal with some type of mental situation, regardless if that came from Doug Peterson, Harry Roseman, or Laurie. We don't know who it came from, but he's dealing with something. He's mental. And it's just like Markelle Fultz. And I've been saying this jump for like 3 months now. Markelle Fultz did not work out in the Philly market. And it was because of the expectation that Philly fans put on the players. And Ben Simmons is now going through the same thing. He can't shoot still. He still can't shoot. And they letting them know, bro, you can't shoot. And they telling them every time they talk to him on radio or TV, hey, no matter if you had 25 points against LeBron, you still didn't shoot well. Like, what does that matter? That means it's like throwing a tear in a bucket. Like, nobody cares. Like, dude is a defensive force. But at the end of the day, the Philly market is hard to play in because people, just like they love you today, they will kill you tomorrow. They don't care. Like, they want to win. They're passionate. And if you're not tough, you won't make it here. You know how they say from New York, if you can make it in New York, you can make it here, you can make it anywhere? No, that's the Philly saying. We need to change that. That is the Philly saying from now on. If you can make it in Philly, you can make it anywhere. Because these dudes, they want to win. They're very passionate. Like, the Knicks been shitty for like 15 years at this point. Like, I'm just being real. So we got to change that. We got to change that comment. We have to change that comment to Philadelphia. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Because the fans want to win. They demand a lot out of the players. And they don't kind of, and from what I can see, they don't mind playing they don't mind paying the players. Like, the Steelers, we don't want to pay nobody. So that's why we can't keep no damn body. We can't pay we don't want to pay nobody. You start with us, we'll trade you and get us a new fresh rookie off the boat. And you know what I'm saying? And try to make him a star. We don't want to pay nobody. But Philly, they don't mind paying them. Here we go. Do you remember at the end of the season, Adam reported something, and then the next week he came out and said, I never said Carson or his manager said it. Bro.
I don't remember that.
I will give you some homework, my man. Go find me the report. It says, show me that he said that he didn't say that. And then show me the report that says, oh man, my bad. I ain't hear that from neither one of them. And then if you say that, then go get me the tweet where he said that, hey man, he probably ain't gonna be here. Because I just read that one like 2 days ago. I can promise you that. So if you can go find me the tweets, I will be convinced that Schefter. But I will tell you one thing about Schefter and Woj. If you hear from either one of them, you can pretty much count it being the gospel. Because them dudes, they don't mess up their credibility very much. Hey man, I had one more thing too. Hey man, it took my mind all the way off this thing.
And the big thing I was gonna, I mean, I don't know, you can think about it, but I was gonna go back. So I was looking at a draft. I was looking at somebody draft, and they had I think it was Bucky Brooks, and they had Justin Fields going to Detroit, but now that Jared Goff with Detroit, I think he got him going to the Jets. So I'm real skeptical to see that upcoming draft, man, because I done seen where they had him at going to the Jets, the Falcons, Patriots.
So your question is about Justin Fields, where he going? I mean, the crazy thing, we haven't seen a combine yet. So a lot of this is all like hearsay because they haven't had a combine. We haven't seen any of the 40 times and stuff hit yet. So to be real, man, is
the combine gonna be different this year though? Or I know they gotta have it.
I think they're gonna have a combine, but you gotta say that it's gonna have all that social distancing stuff, and it probably. But at the end of the day, when you're doing a combine, it's really just you. They have certain drills you dealing with yourself, but if they all get tested prior to coming into the quarantine bubble or whatever for the combine, I think they all should be able to participate. And the main thing is like the 40 for most people. They're gonna do some of the vertical drills. They're gonna do the measuring, but those are what all the scouts is really looking at. They're not in the IQ test and trying to see who's smart and who dumb in the interviews. But
Yeah.
I'm actually really. I don't think Justin Fields gonna run the 40 because he might be like Kyler Murray and just not run it because you already know he fast. You don't really need to know exactly how fast. But I do feel like it would be good to see Justin Fields one more time outside of that national championship game because I don't think we got a real good picture of Justin Fields because he was banged up. He was banged up, but at the same time, I think he'll have a good showing. I think that Atlanta will be stupid not to take him at 4 or wherever they at because they need somebody to replace choke artist. So once they get somebody to replace choke artist, I think that would be good for them. The Devontae Smith situation, I think the shot for Devontae Smith going number 2. Just me personally.
I seen where he been bouncing around too. I think it was Brooks too, or one of them, Zerlin or something. They had Jalen Waddle and Jamar Chase going before him. They had Devontae going at like 15 to Arizona.
Yeah, but see only thing about so it's a lot of. I told you this last time, but there's a lot of receivers in this draft, and I think because there's so many receivers, they're trying to find out who's actually got the real value. We didn't really get to see Jalen Waddle this year because he was banged up, he was hurt, he had the ankle injury, broke ankle. We tough as nails though, because he came back in that game. We saw him hobbling, but he still had 3 catches or something in that game. So he not no bum. He not no poop butt at all. So Jalen Waddle might be up there, but you guys still remember Jamar Chase is out there still floating around.
Yeah, they had him going to Miami. They had Jamar Chase going to Miami, Waddle going to Detroit, and
who do you have going to Philly? You remember with the 6th pick?
I think we had. Did we have a? I think we did have Jamar Chase. I think we had a receiver going to Philly.
I know.
I think we had Devontae going first, and then I think we had Jamar Chase.
No, but I'm saying as far as that mock draft you looked at.
Oh, that draft. I think he had a DB. I gotta see.
I've been seeing
it was Jamar Chase.
I've been seeing DBs there going to there too. I saw Surtain going to them. I saw Surtain going to the Eagles. And
I think it was a DB.
I saw Surtain. I mean, I'm not even lying. Like I know the Eagles fans gonna be mad about this, but I saw Surtain going to the Eagles. Can you both tell me Smith is a Pro Bowler? No doubt. Or should the Eagles pass? Hey man, this is what I'm saying right here for Al. Yo, so the 2 of the mock drafts I saw outside, I saw Mel Kiper's, and I don't always agree with Mel Kiper, but what Mel Kiper's saying is they got needs on both sides. So it's not like, you can just ignore one. But at the same time, if you're gonna keep Carson Wentz, it all really based on Carson Wentz, really. If you're gonna keep Carson Wentz, then you need to get him a receiver to throw the ball to. Because right now he got a bunch of no-name dudes that's just out there playing football. They got dudes from the steel mill and brought them in basically for the Eagles. And they got that dude Rager, and I think he trashed him. But that's just what they working with. So if you're gonna keep Carson Wentz, really, you're gonna need more help receiver wise. If you're gonna go with Jalen Hurts, then you have a little time to develop because nobody's gonna expect you to be good right away. It's just you're gonna have more time. But if you keep Carson Wentz, he's gonna have to shit or get off the pot because they paid him so much money and they under the cap and they need to figure out what they can do with him. So you got to get him some automatic help right off the cuff. If that's either Jamar Chase, if that's Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, Olave, any of them dudes, any of those 4 guys could help the Eagles immediately. From the offensive standpoint, it's just what you want. It's really what you want. Jamar Chase is a little taller. Jamar Chase and Devontae Smith are a little taller, a little longer. I know Olave is probably in the middle, probably around 6 feet, but it's really just what you want. So to answer your question, you could go. I don't know. Do I say Smith is a Pro Bowler? If college translates into the pros, then cool. But I mean, we just watched Claypool, tear up the NFL, in his rookie year, and he was not even being talked about in the draft last year. So it really just depends on what system you go to. Ooh. Okay. So you see this right here at the bottom?
Yeah.
What you think about that?
I mean, for top 6, the 6th spot, those are the best players you can take. Those are the best players you can take. I don't have I don't see no problem with it. I don't know how they linebacking core is when
I,
it comes to like trying to grab Mika Parsons or something.
I know, man.
But
That's what I've
yeah,
been saying too. That might be a good pick to grab Mika Parsons. I mean, anybody, honestly, any of these young kind of these little young bulls, man, they all pretty good. Like I can't take nothing from Devontae Smith. I think he's the Heisman, so clearly he lit the league up last year. Jamar Chase did it the year before that. We already talked about the comparison between them two. And honestly, I think you might want to add Waddle to that list because we just haven't seen Waddle since last year. But Waddle last year was a problem, a true
yeah,
problem in the slot and outside. So and he not even that big of a dude. He just got that burn speed. Man, dude was hobbling. He was still breaking out of his routes and still beating everybody. And he was hobbling. So Waddle is probably he's probably a serviceable pick, and he will probably work just fine with Philly, and he would work just fine with Philly or with Philly with Jalen Hurts or Philly with
Carson
Carson.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh man, he said that Philly has never cared about linebackers. Unfortunately, I mean, true. I mean, linebackers are more of a who
Jeremiah. Yeah, he was like that, wasn't he?
I mean, Trotter was good, but I mean, think about how hard you had to think about getting that. Like that was a pretty hard.
No, that was quick, man. But that was quick. But if I think some more, I know they had some good linebackers.
But look at this. If you look at all the linebackers that the Steelers have had in the past, it's like ridiculous. It's like the Steelers are like that. They've had James Harrison. They had my man before he got broke up. Dang, what's my man name?
Shazier.
Shazier was nice with it. You had Bud Dupree nice. You got Devin Bush. Them boys is nice.
Yeah.
That's just in the kind of the new grade guys, The Steelers always have had linebackers. Just like in like the old school Ravens, they had all them linebackers.
Yeah, so, they definitely, yeah. I mean, yeah, it ain't compared to that, but yeah.
So they never. So to take up a guy like Mika Parsons, I think Mika Parsons is probably going to go to
Carolina.
If
replace Luke, whoever
Luke Healy.
Yeah.
Hey man, think about this real quick. So Julius Peppers. I always think about Julius Peppers when I think about Carolina because he was that beast on that defensive end. So maybe they will take Mika Parsons, but I think it's got some. Only if they can get Deshaun Watson. I think they'll take him because they already got a stout offense. Like they already got a lot of guys on offense. So I think really the only reason they would take like a linebacker is if they really do plan on getting Deshaun Watson in. But I don't know who you give up though. Do you give up that pick to get him?
Yeah, I mean you're gonna have to. It's Deshaun.
Somebody said that Deshaun Watson is worth 4 first-round picks. They said that's his worth right now.
Didn't the Rams give two first-round picks or something crazy?
2 first-round picks.
Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
And a quarterback that got you to the Super Bowl.
He wasn't even a high pick.
Okay,
that makes sense. Yeah. So I don't know. That's probably what you should do. I think when you start looking at it, I think Deshaun Watson is worth probably 4 first-round picks. And if we being honest, I think Carson Wentz is probably worth about maybe 2, the same amount as Matthew Stafford. Because I think some of his values dropped. That's not to say that he can't go somewhere else and then he could play lights out. We could all be eating our words next year if he get traded. We could all be sitting here saying he the best player in the league again.
Yeah, Matthew Stafford really got traded for 2 picks and a quarterback that took you to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but no, but Goff is he's a damn game manager. Goff ain't nobody for real. Goff is a game manager. Stafford is a baller. Stafford is the best player on a bad team. Think about that.
Maybe I'm tripping. I don't care. You could say just because it wasn't no defense. The boy put up 50. He put up 50 points on a Monday night.
That's fine, bro.
He was passing the rock.
Okay, but check this out. You about to take a dude that was on a crappy team and getting off and put him with a good team. Think about that. The same thing we said about Deshaun Watson really just needing a good team and how scary that would be. Like I told you that if they put him on the Raiders, think about Deshaun Watson on the Raiders with all that talent that's around him and the Raiders. Look at it. Carr doing okay with it. Mariota doing okay with it. He doing all right. But think about you put Deshaun Watson with them. And then their defense was banged up this year too. So they're gonna be better next year. Man, that's a cheat code, man. Now you can put Deshaun Watson with Patrick Mahomes and seeing who gonna be up there for the next 5 to 10 years. Yeah. Then you can really give him a shot because right now you can't really give him a shot. Patrick Mahomes gonna win that one every time.
Yeah.
If you can't at least get the first and at least a second, you don't trade him. I mean, true. You don't trade Deshaun Watson unless you can get it, or what I'm saying, if you can get that. But do you really want a quarterback that don't want to play for you though? I mean, for real. I mean, really, do you want a quarterback that really don't want to be there? Like, I mean, he gonna show up to work every day because he's a professional, but you're not getting his best effort. You're not gonna have him making no crazy plays like scrambling out of pocket, getting kicked in the face, and all that stuff. You're not gonna be getting that Deshaun Watson. You're gonna be probably getting a Deshaun Watson that's gonna be trying to prepare, keep himself fresh for his future. Not throwing interceptions, getting all his checkdowns. That's what you're gonna be getting. You're not gonna be getting that, that crazy, passer that you got last year trying to evade passes because he really want to play. Same thing with J.J. Watt. J.J. Watt is on the last leg of his career, and you're not gonna have him running out here doing all this stuff. They don't really want to play. Hold on. No, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about Carson. Oh, so he's talking about Carson. I mean, honestly, you can get a first and a second pick for him, but the real reason that the Eagles are really in the bad position is because they didn't maximize the picks that they did have when they had picks. Like they wouldn't be in this situation had they took Justin Jefferson last year over Rager. And they picked. I mean, Jalen Hurts is still probably a feasible pickup, but I think Jalen Hurts probably would have still been there in the third round because I don't think they was that high on him. But I mean, like I said, like that, I don't know if the picks help you because for real, it depends on what you do with the picks. If you don't pick nobody with the picks don't have no value either. The picks mean no more to you than a trade of a random player. It's like the DeAndre Hopkins trade. You gave him away for a pack of annihilators. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it really depends, Al. Like we can split hairs about it, but I think really in all honesty, it's really gonna come down to the value they can get for Carson Wentz. If the value is decent and you're gonna get something worth it, because right now he's an expensive paperweight unless he fixes his mental. So I mean that's just my personal opinion about it. But yeah, man. Shoot, man, we done got pretty much all the stuff out here. Yeah, that Justin Jefferson trade was booty, man. And then Lori tried to act like, you got to look at the picks. Him and Howard Roseman, like, you got to look at, what was the value of the picks? And you got to look at all the things. Are we looking at all the picks all together and what? I got the audio. We have to play the audio next time, man. The audio is crazy, man. That Jeffrey Lori interview was nuts. But, man, so before I let you go, man, before we get up off here, I need your actual prediction. What's the score for the Super Bowl?
I had it 34-24. That was winning by a touchdown field goal, 34-24, covering the points, covering the spread. I got it 34-24.
So that's Kansas City. Okay. And I'm not gonna sound like I hater, so don't try to come at me, man. I know how you get. I'm gonna get out there. I got 31-34, Tampa Bay. And they only win because Brady get the ball back at the end and he makes some type of miraculous play.
Okay.
It ain't a blowout on either side. I just don't see it. I mean, now because I said it, watch it be a blowout. But, I don't want to blow out. I don't want to watch a good game because I already feel like the halftime show going to be booty. So,
yeah.
So, I mean, I'm going to just be honest about it, man. But, man, I appreciate you coming on again, man. We wrapped up another show, man. We 4 down now.
Yeah, we four down, man. So, I'm just ready, man. It's been I like that, huh? I like that.
You know what, man? I got all these people picking the Kansas City Chiefs, man. I can't go against that GOAT, and that GOAT been the GOAT for a long time. Hey, I had, the first time I lost money over Brady is when they played against Atlanta. And I said after that, I never bet against him again.
You know, the only time I don't know if I bet it. The only time I bet it against Brady, I won. You wanna know what season that was?
Oh, the Eagles.
That was when they was undefeated against Giants, and I took 100 on the Giants.
You had some inside information, man. That means that.
I'm serious. I took 100 on the Giants because they were so worried. Like I said, because Giants had came in and beat them before when they came in the playoffs. Same thing gonna happen again. I took 100 on the Giants, beat an undefeated New England team, and I took it.
Keep your phone on, brother. That's all I'm gonna say. Keep your phone on. That's all I'm gonna say. Hey, I ain't gonna mess with you on the day of the game, man. But we'll chop it up, man. Next week we're gonna have some new content. We're gonna have that stuff up for Al or those players. We're gonna try to get that over to you. Hit you guys with some more stuff. Looking forward to the bubble. Let's see. I don't think it'll be a shootout, but yeah, we're gonna try that. We're gonna recap the Super Bowl. See if it's a good game and we have a lot to talk about. Marty might be crying. He might try to call out of the episode. So if he does try to call out, I will get him on here one way or another. Even if I have to bribe him, we'll get him on here to talk about why his team won or they lost. And we're gonna also try to dive through some more stuff for the NBA. We're gonna have some NBA talk. You know, we haven't talked about NBA a whole lot the last couple of weeks, but we're gonna get into some NBA talk. With everything getting into the thick of things, some trade deadlines coming up. So we're gonna
start game talk.
Yeah, all-star game talk. Yeah. I got before we get off here, Joel Embiid for MVP. What's up?
Who?
Joel Embiid for MVP. What's up?
He been hooping.
JoJo. That's all I'm gonna say. All right.
Count out LeBron, but yeah, all right.
LeBron got enough, man. Let LeBron. He got enough. Let JoJo get one, man. Hey, man, until next time, y'all. Deuces.